Hello everybody, welcome back to, hey, enough. Diesel, shut up, come here. Hello everyone, welcome back to Edsall Equestrian. This week I'm going to be doing a video on meeting all the animals around the farm. And we just let the dogs out of their crates from downstairs, so they're a little crazy. So I'm literally sitting here holding Diesel by the collar because he's the big troublemaker. He causes most of the barking and the growling and whatnot. And Gunner mostly just walks around and pants super loud. That's most of what this intro is about. And the video might be a little bit short because you're just going to meet everybody. I'm going to tell you a little bit about everybody. Just disregard how dirty my house is. Otherwise, I'm just going to take you out and about. I wish I had the yard set up for the dogs because I could just videotape them running around, but you know, I'll give you an update on that whenever that happens. So far, we have that scheduled for August 15th, so hopefully that will be in my next video. Here we go. I'm going to show you everybody. We're doing the doggos first. There's Diesel and Gunner. Diesel, and Maya. Okay, this is why I never take pictures of my dog. Sit. 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 Gunner, sit. Sit. There's Gunner. Diesel's my little brindle pit bull. Hey, Diesel. Could you sit, please? Sit. 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 Good boy. Jeez, that was so hard. Oh, got an itch. There's Gunner. Gunner and Diesel are pretty good buddies. Moosey, come here. There's your Moosey. Under the table. Okay. Now we're getting attacked by dogs. This is why it's so hard to show the dogs. Moose, come here. This is what Moose does. She just sits on feet. Right, Moose? Hi, girl. Her and Diesel have flea and tick collars on, and Gunner doesn't. You want to know why Gunner doesn't? Because Moose ate it. And that's the story of my life. This is Maya wandering around. She's my first cat. She pretty much doesn't care to speak with us right now. So we're going to keep moving outside because most of the cats are outside. We're going to look at the chickens. And then we're going to go see the 2 horses I have on my property. It's Penny. Penny's still here from the first video. We've had a couple chicken casualties since the last time I talked to you guys. Maverick's going to come see us, who I was going to show you. This is Maverick, my outside cat. He's a big old hunter. This is our front porch here. We've got it all decorated, which took us a while. I hear you. I know. I tell you what. Maverick is our marshmallow eater. He's demanding food right now. We will get dinner soon. Is that okay? No. He says no, that's not okay. Okay, so we're going to continue. Here's a chicken coop. So, oh, there's some of the girls. We had the big chicken coop since we moved in, and that little run. Then we bought this little L chicken coop because we kind of usually do 2 herds at the same time. I try to keep as many of the adult chickens as I can. We have a lot of predators out here. As you can see, we back up to pretty much woods all the way around the property. So that's the problem with the chickens, is that we can have anything, foxes, raccoons. Sometimes they'll come back if they hear me, but only for food, not for really anything else. But the L-shaped coop is what we keep the new chickens in. And Maverick's gonna follow us around and give you the tour. Jeez. Here's the front of the house. Out here, let me show you real quick. We just fenced all that in out here. Now we don't have the road fenced off quite yet. It's probably going to be a while before we do that, but they can go out there if they want to. And then there's our pole barn. There's a trailer. my trailer all the time. I have all the horsies' blankies all ready to go to get washed, but you know, they haven't gotten there yet. Story of my life. So here is Wheeler and Heidi coming up to see us right now. They're the only two I have on the property. They're probably going to realize that I don't have food, and very quickly they're going to want to leave. So we'll just say hi very quick. Oh, they're hot. It's been hot out here. So they used to have two runs. They used to have the run down there. That's the barn we're going to fix up. This is their run here. That's why I say I don't have real stalls. There's Wheeler. Hi, buddy. That's why I don't say, you know, I don't have real stalls. I have, you know, makeshift stalls. So if anybody's hurt or I need one in, you know, emergency or whatnot. Here's Heidi. Heidi ho. She's a pretty little girl. Shouldn't say little. She's a big girl. Hi. Wow. You're going to come all the way up here, aren't you? I don't have no food, honey. Yeah. She's mad now. Look at her go. The flies have been horrible, too. Not it just being hot. I've, you know, put out those fly predators, and I've tried all sorts of traps, and, I mean, you do the best you can do, and that's it. So this is Wheeler. He was the horse I talked to you in the last video. He was my trainer's horse. She used him as a school horse. He was leased out for a while before he came here. And so now he's hanging out here. He's got his long, we call him his dreadlocks. And he just hangs out. Heidi is one of my new project horses. She's a big Oldenburg mare. She's my first mare that I've had here on the property. So we'll see how it goes. But everything seems to be going pretty well so far. You know, it is what it is out here. It's not some fancy barn, but the horses seem to appreciate it anyways. This was supposed to be my mud lot. Ever since the horses have had free range grass all summer and they haven't kept this down, it just keeps growing. They have this pasture over here. It's a big old pasture. I have a really funny video of Jackson running through it. I should post that on here with it. The first day we turned him out on that, he thought that was like the coolest thing ever. What, girlfriend? I know it's hot. She's like, you still don't have food? What the heck? Okay, so this is what used to back up to the dogs, and it will back up to the dogs when we have the new fence. But as you can see, that cattle panel fencing has just been a nightmare, so we're not doing that again. We just have a 2-strand barbed wire line right here because this used to be an entire grass pasture. I like to have a dirt lot just in case one of the horses doesn't do very well on the grass. So that's what the this 2-strand was meant for, just to keep it separated, just in case I had to keep one in here. What, Heidi? They're right behind me. They're gonna follow me around while I do this video. Anyways, so I have a lot of partitions, which is what I recommend for most people when they're doing grass. I also have a pasture way back there in the back corner. That's the pasture I was talking about wrapping around my detached garage, which there's my detached garage right there. So my pasture goes all the way back there. I don't know if I zoom in. If you see that wood fence back there, that's the line between me and my neighbors. So the horses have free range right now. I have all the gates open. They have all this luscious freaking grass that they won't eat in this pasture. So, although it has been hot. So they only usually come out and eat at nighttime because it's just too hot. This is the barn. It's a very old cattle barn. It has good bones though, but the structure is a little bit iffy right now. So hopefully next year we'll be restructuring the inside of it. The front of it, believe it or not, from looking at it in the video, it looks a lot taller than it actually is. It's actually, I have to duck my head to get under it, and I'm 5'4", so there's no way that's going to work for my 17-handers. So the plan is to open that up, and that's why we have this dinky looking thing on the front of it, because Jackson walked into it one day and like skinned off his entire butt. So obviously we're not smart enough to realize that that's too small for us. So that's why we have that dinky looking thing there. We've got some sort of like barbed wire rigged on it. Anyways, we will be working on it. There's some things we want to do with it. We definitely want to put at least 2 stalls in there. And then I was hoping that maybe over here on this side that we can put a concrete pad, and I can get a little wash rack out here so I can do cross ties, because I'd rather do a wash rack with cross ties. But that's just me. Here's some of my standards just splayed all over. And then here's our automatic water. This thing is the best thing ever. We have water with a hose hooked up here, and then we also have electric out here, which is awesome because in the winter time we just stick a heater in there, which that's not plugged in right now, but the heater stays in there and it keeps the water warm so it doesn't freeze on the horses, although sometimes we do have problems with that and we just kind of go with it. Oh my goodness, wow, that's a big horse nose in my face. Hi, Wheelie. That's a big nose. Hi, buddy. So I'm going to walk back to the house now. So I'll show you real quick. This is the back of the house. I just mowed, so there's lumps of grass everywhere because it was really, really long grass when I mowed. So this is the back of the house. This is where we're going to be putting the new fence in, and then hopefully we'll be power washing the house because it's green. So yeah. And that'll back up right to the horses. It's got a little dog house in the back of my detached garage. I don't think you can see it from here. So we'll keep on moving. So this right here is the door I come out to feed. We have all our feed stored in the basement. These are our friends. Oh gosh, I can't remember their names. I think the mare's Jazz, and I don't remember the other one's name, to be honest with you. Those are our neighbors. They frequently end up in our pasture over here because their fence line here is just a little, it's seen better days, let's just say that. Okay, so you're just going to have to ignore my sweaty face and my dogs playing in the background because they're going to continuously do that and you're going to hear some really weird noises. Not to mention that I had to take my sweater off because it's hotter than Hades outside. So, that's pretty much it. That's my whole farm. We can do a video next week on Leon. He's got a boarding facility. I'm not going to drive all the way. I'm not going to drive all the way. Seriously? Diesel, come here. We're going to stand right here. I'm not going to drive all the way over there just to do the video on him. So I'll probably do some videos of where I'm at with him so far and just go from there. But Leon is also my other horse. He's the off the track thoroughbred I've been working on. He probably needs his own video, so we'll do that. Anyways, it is a long day here. It's gotten way easier since we moved in with just figuring out what order everything needs to be done in to make the things easiest, to make things go smoothly. Isn't that like ergonomics or something? Anyways, we got it down packed now, and I can take you through kind of what we do on a daily basis. But that's pretty much like what we do plus food. Everybody seems to be pretty self-sufficient. That's that. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to be doing probably some training videos. I'm not really sure yet. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to be doing next week because I don't even know what I'm going to be doing next week. Actually, not next week, but the week after that I'm going on vacation. So maybe we'll do a vacation. That would be fun. Okay. Well, I will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in, visiting the farm. So just come back, see some more for Edsall Equestrian. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.